Hi, I'm Sergeant Ryder. I'm an avionics technician on the Apache E-model helicopter at the minute. I worked on the Mark 1 for 3 years and I worked on the E-model for the last 3 years. So I want to take you around the Mark 1 Apache a little bit and talk about some differences. So go with some similarities first. So under this green cover here, we've got our sighting system that the co-pilot uses to look for targets and things like that. And on top we have our pilot's night vision sight, or its extra flying aid. Come to the first difference here. These are our blanking plates where we used to have our radar warning receivers and missile receivers. They're now in slightly different places and they look slightly different. This little module here is no longer present on the Mark 1, so that's one tell you've got. Coming back a little bit further, we have our co-pilot gunner seat, or our CPG, and we have our pilot seat at the rear. We have our pilot at the rear slightly higher. That means he can see over the front of the aircraft a lot better and see where he's flying. So the next thing we'll have a look at is our main rotor blades. We've got 4 of these. Also at the tip of the blades, they're slightly swept back, and one thing you might not realise about the Mark 1 is that the blades are 6 inches shorter than the E-model ones, which actually makes them slightly easier to move around for ground crew inside the hangar without crashing into each other. Internally, there's quite a lot of differences you won't see about. For example, everything internally on a Mark 1 is painted yellow, whereas on a E-model it's like a lime green. Our gearboxes are slightly different, our engines are completely different, but they're all internal things I can't really show you today because of security clearances. If we come back further along the wings, one of the most obvious tells if you're a spotter is at this part on the wing on an E-model you'd have an antenna for our Link 16 system. There'd be one right here and one on the other side of the aircraft. If we come further back again, everything back here is completely the same, you wouldn't know the difference. Here we have what we used to call our radar warning receiver systems. On a E-model they're in slightly different places, so these bulbous parts aren't here. And on the left